This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for March 24, 2023. And in the news this afternoon, fatal stabbing in Halfway Tree. A man was fatally stabbed this morning following an altercation with another in Halfway Tree, St. Andrew. The incident reportedly occurred about 5:20 a.m. in the vicinity of the Portmore bus stop along Hagley Park Road. The man was pronounced dead on arrival at the Kingston Public Hospital. Head of the St. Andrew Central Police Division, Senior Superintendent Marlon Nesbeth, confirmed that a knife was retrieved by the police from the scene following the incident. The other man is being sought and asked to turn himself in to the police immediately, Nesbeth said. Motorists experienced delays due to the crime scene being processed by the police. Family feud results in Portland's third murder for 2023. A farmer of Millbank, Portland, has become the third murder victim in the parish since the start of the year. 51-year-old Linton Henry Palmer, better known as Warner Man, was allegedly fatally stabbed by an uncle whose name is being withheld. The police report that the uncle was at his house washing when Palmer went there and started an argument. According to the news sources, Palmer took up a metal object and started beating his uncle with it. It is alleged that the uncle armed himself with a knife and retaliated by stabbing Palmer in the left side of his chest. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Head of the Portland Police Division, Superintendent Lloyd Darby, in addressing the annual general meeting of the Portland Lay Magistrates Association Thursday afternoon, pointed to Palmer's murder and confirmed that it was the third in the relatively peaceful parish since the start of the year. Darby said it is believed that both men were facing mental challenges, as he confirmed that they were related. It is sad. The domestic issues that played out and the inability to resolve these issues is really a driver for violent cases. I have not gotten the full report as yet, but the suspect and the victim were both persons with mental issues. That is the report I got, he disclosed. Darby encouraged the justices of the peace to intervene in domestic disputes, as he noted that there are reports that the two men had frequent altercations. Our message to the communities is to get involved when you see these things. We want to be told, we want to intervene. We don't want the stain of the stigma, violence, and the killings coming out of our communities with many of these issues, Darby continued. He added, we believe that with enough noticing, enough counseling with community members, some of these issues can be amended, some of these results don't have to be. We ask you as JPs to look out for these issues, speak to people in your communities. We have the restorative justice that is doing a fine job in your parish. Heroes Circle triple murder victims identified. 3 people who were shot and killed on Upper King Street in the vicinity of Heroes Circle in Kingston on Thursday evening have been identified. They are 21-year-old Tatiana Brown of West Street and 22-year-old Deanna Green of Law Street in the parish. The third person is 37-year-old Devroy Peart of Mitchell Drive in Portmore, St. Catherine. Reports from the Central Police are that about 10:40 p.m., the deceased were traveling in a Honda Civic motorcar when they were intercepted by men in another vehicle. The news understands that the women were on their way to get their makeup done ahead of a party. It is believed that they were trailed by unknown assailants. As the women attempted to exit the Honda Civic, gunmen alighted from the other vehicle and opened gunfire, hitting all 3 occupants of the vehicle with bullets. The police were summoned, and all 3 were seen with multiple gunshot wounds. They were taken to hospital, where they were pronounced dead. Investigations are ongoing. Man electrocuted at a PriceSmart dies. An expansion to the PriceSmart building on Red Hills Road in St. Andrew, which allegedly brought the structure too close to the power lines, is being fingered by the Jamaica Public Service Company as the cause for the electrocution of a maintenance worker on March 13, who later died at hospital. Dead is 19-year-old maintenance worker Javon Smith. According to Winsome Callum, Director of Communications at JPS, investigations confirmed that the expanded structure is in breach of the established standard. Column said buildings are required to be a minimum of 10 feet away from power lines. She took the opportunity to express sympathy for Smith's passing and to remind the public that power lines must be avoided. It appears that the PriceSmart maintenance worker who was carrying out duties on the roof of the building came too close to the line and was electrocuted. Following the incident, JPS was contacted by PriceSmart with a request for the power line to be relocated. The company will make every effort to have this done as quickly as possible. Mr. Smith's tragic death is most unfortunate. It is a reminder to construction personnel to keep buildings away from power lines and to the general public to stay far from power lines, the column said. In response to questions from the news, PriceSmart said on Wednesday that the matter is under full investigation to fully understand the circumstances of this unfortunate incident. According to PriceSmart, on March 13, at approximately 7:50 a.m., an employee of a contractor hired by PriceSmart was injured while working on roof maintenance. Safety is always a top priority at every PriceSmart club, and all employees are properly trained regularly and updated on safety equipment policies and procedures. Therefore, according to the safety protocol, emergency personnel were contacted immediately. Still, despite all the efforts made, the contractor unfortunately passed away on March 17. PriceSmart will endeavor to interact with all relevant authorities, the contractor's employer, and the insurance carrier to appropriately provide for his family. A sincere condolences message goes out to his family, PriceSmart said. March 13 was shaping up to be a normal day on the job for Smith, but instead it turned deadly for the expectant father. Subsequent to the electrocution, he fought a hard battle to remain alive, but eventually succumbed to his injuries. He was said to have sustained third-degree burns. A distraught cousin of Smith told the news that she was frustrated by what she said was a lack of information on what actually transpired. When I went to the workplace, they said I wasn't able to take any pictures because they had to do their internal investigation into what happened. He went to work the Monday, and after working, he went to where they wash off the building top, and while there, he got electrocuted and fell from the building. I was told that JPS did their investigation on the day. The workplace is saying they are not able to provide me with any information and that I have to speak directly to the person that contracted him. The doctor said he sustained maximum level burns, which would be third degree. I am not doing too well, she told the news. The cousin described Smith, who lived on Dunmere Avenue off Red Hills Road, as honorable, loving, jovial, a people person who at times was quiet, loved music and hanging out with friends. She alleged that after her cousin was electrocuted, it was the family's responsibility to pay for an ambulance to take him to hospital. When we went there the Monday, we had to get our own private ambulance and pay for it because I was told that none was available. At the hospital, they said the CT scan was good, but there was a possibility he would lose all his toes. He was talking and everything, and they advised me that they were giving him fluids to protect his kidneys. They said there was air in his brain, but then his pulse and the blood pressure started to drop, she said. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.